What's up, kids? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, I want to just show you something I just bought. This is the Extremes Arm Tactical KeyMod Enhanced EAG Angled Grip. It is in black. I'm going to put it on my AR, and just like everyone who likes AFGs, there are all sorts of reasons why people want them, and in this case that I wanted is it gives you a nicer position and more comfortable shooting position when you're holding it, because your hand kind of wants an angle, i.e. thus grips are made for that particular reason. And secondly, if you go out and do a lot of shooting, and the other day I was at a range and it was hot out and the gun was hot, I had to put on a glove just to be able to hold it, or I was going to end up holding the low receiver. You don't get as much stability, so I wanted that. I wanted an angle foregrip with this features, with the stop up front, and with kind of a nice smooth angled piece here. I know some have a little curved edge which you can kind of lock your finger in and things like that, but I didn't want that, especially given how much kind of the gun rides the hand a little bit. I just wanted something nice, smooth, and comfortable. So let me tell you a little bit about this one. First of all, it's cheap. It's much cheaper than a lot of the other AFGs, and as you can see, it has kind of a nice design. What I would have preferred here is if this piece were skeletonized, one for weight, but also to kind of keep the gun from looking really bulky. It doesn't really matter, but this is actually fairly heavy. It's definitely several ounces. It is KeyMod, so it has these little kind of like screw tops that fit into the KeyMod rail, and then you tighten them up with Allen keys on the bottom here, very small ones. And that's because I ended up using, when I built this one, the Hare Arms KeyMod rail, which has KeyMod and some M-lock slots all around, but on the bottom, I didn't want to go ahead and put on a small piece of Picatinny rail and then use one of the AFGs that mounted to that. So what I can tell you is that this is apparently, from a construction standpoint, and it's actually a little different in person than I was expecting. It's T6 aluminum. And when it's hefty, it's definitely sturdy. You can hear that it's metal, and pretty tough, I'm sure. And then it has this neoprene coating. I actually thought this was going to be a little softer. It kind of feels a lot like the texture of, a PMag. It's the same kind of texture. It definitely feels like a kind of a metallic powder coated finish. So you can obviously tell it's not, it doesn't feel plasticky, although it says neoprene. I actually thought it was going to be a little more that like soft velvety that you get on like TV remotes, etc., but it's not. So, I like this. For that reason, we're going to go ahead and install it on this gun. I will show you, I'll probably show you the rifle in its entirety when it's all finished, but I think it's going to look pretty good. I'm actually going to install it pretty far back on my particular rifle because I have short hands, short arms, and want to be able to kind of be a nice tight package, but it should look pretty good once I get it all in there. And then you can check it out when I show you the whole bloody thing. Extreme Arms Tactical KeyMod Enhanced Angled Grip, EAG. Panda out.